What's up, guys? nethervvoid back with more Cities Skylines for you today. And first, before we get into that building the new industrial area here, I wanted to, and I've got it paused, and that's because in between episodes I like to pause the game. So, you know, there aren't huge jumps in what's going on between episodes. But I wanted to kind of work on the districts thing. I don't think anybody really gave me any ideas for district names, so I'm just going to name these. But in the future, I'd really like to get some, I don't know, more, not help from you guys, but whatever. I want to hear what you guys want to name these things to get you a little bit more involved. So this district, we can just look at my whole city of Nethersville here and see the breakdown. We have good progress on our zones and stuff, getting these industrials upgraded to 2 and the office buildings upgraded to 2. I think the industrials, and this is an average, so I bet you down here by the, I bet you down here by this cargo train is where they're upgrading a lot. You can see, wow, we have backed up cargo trains now even. That's pretty insane. So let's look at level. Ah, yes, it's the ones closest to the cargo train. And these ones close to the freeway. Not really sure why these aren't upgrading. Let's click one. Is it like moving up? Let's see. Let's click down on this guy. Nope. Not moving up at all. Not moving up. Why are these not? Oh, that guy's a little bit. I wonder why they're not moving up. I think there's because they're kind of new. These buildings are still really new. I think once they age, they tend to move up a little bit easier. So yeah, let's get back to districts. Let's click this guy, Magnolia Hills. Now that's the one that gave it. I'm going to call this Old Town. This is basically the very first start of my city. And you can see the breakdown's pretty neat here. You can also look to see how developed it is. Like if you look at households, it's almost at capacity. So that's kind of interesting. You want that to be at capacity pretty much, I guess. No specialization, that's fine. Also, I want to cut it back a little bit. So let's go into the districting. And I want to cut this back. Let's use this one. To not include industry. We're going to make that its own special district. We'll cut it here at the freeway. So, like that. That's Old Town. Right, and we're going to give Old Town the university. Just to... Barlow Heights? No. Why did you do that? Get rid of Barlow Heights. Oh, there we go. To give it a little bit extra prestige, we'll give it the university. Looks good. I think but Old Town is not going to include any of this stuff, right? It just includes the original housing that we had set up. So we can, well, it bunches out a little bit, but that's okay. It also is going to include the stadium. Because, you know, prestigious Old Town right off the freeway here in historic Nethersville, where it all began. Oh, look at those office buildings. They look so sweet. Or those are high-powered commercial or something like that. Looking really awesome. Now we're going to make another one over here. We're going to call this, well, we don't need to give it that. Let's keep, no, we don't Glade Hills. What is this, a freaking deodorant? Actually, let's use the larger paintbrush here. Sycamore, no, we're going to have to start out here. We're going to give it that, but we won't give it the track, okay? We're going to give it the good old cargo train station here. All this stuff is this new district. And I don't want them to connect. Oh, maybe you do want them to connect, huh? Oh, Kent Hills. Wait a minute, we got 2 districts in here now. There we go. No! What are you doing? Damn it. Use the smaller paintbrush, Nether. No, I would refuse. I want the big one. I like them big. That's what she said. We don't need them to connect. It includes all this. All this nice, awesome area. Fairview Square, which I'm not going to be calling it that, brah. Let's go to here. Fairview Square, no. This is going to be called... we would call it Old Industry, but call it, Industrial... City. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. It's got some commercial. Where? It should have no commercial. Where are the commercial? Where's the commercial in there? Is it because it touches right here? We gotta look at this. Whoa. I don't want that. Industrial City. Cool. Okay, let's look for the industry. I don't know. Industry or in commercial. Where? Is it considered this commercial? It probably does. Is train yard commercial? Can it actually level? See, I thought that was just not considered commercial. Can we look for, like, commercial? Let's see. You can't. At least I don't think you can. But there's no way that that has any commercial in it at all. It's still called Fairview Square. You gotta be kidding me. Industrial City. There, Industrial City. Where is this? Where is this commercial? Okay, see? Yeah, I don't see any of that crap. Okay. So, we're good to go there. And you're in my way now. Can I move this? No, I can't. I can move this. Whoa! Piece of junk. There. Where are you? Right here. Let's zoom way in. So, there's another zone all worked out here. There's another district. Let's build another district over here. We aren't going to do... It's not crazy fancy or anything yet. It's just regular. We're just doing regular. This district... Second residential district here. And it's going to get a lot larger, but we're not expanding it just yet. Is going to be called something. We'll come back here and pretty it up in a second. And let's just connect this whole thing. These can be connected, because we don't want it to be all weird. And I almost pushed it out right there. I'll have to fix that. So it's definitely not Birdsong Park, but we could call it something park. That's kind of a good idea, actually. Did that straighten it out? It did. Sweet. The autosave helped. Use a smaller brush, Nether. It's funny, like, I'm using this brush for efficiency, and it's actually making me less efficient. So let's back it up off the freeway. We don't want freeway as part of any districts. I don't know why, we just don't. Actually, we should make them all connect, shouldn't we? So there's nothing in between. Let's make them connect. So we got this. Industrial City is going to connect with Old Town here. Up nice and pretty. Right along the edge. There we go. Nice and pretty little connections here. And we've already got a connection on this side, but we're going to give Old Town a little bit more of this. To make sure that we're all... Everybody knows whose is what over here. Yeah, that's right. My district is better than yours. That's some district envy. Okay, so this is going to be called... We'll call this, Tambourine Park. Now, that's named off of a retiring city official. He's been awesome. He's been he was the basically designer of our Magnolia Hills over here, which is crap. It's not supposed to be called that, but I guess it just decided. I didn't push enter enough times. Old Town. He was the main designer behind Old Town, and now he's retiring. So we're gonna name that district after him, Tambourine Park, right there. So let's look. Now we got some what are these called? Districts in here. Actually, let's expand this district. Tambourine Park is actually really gonna encompass this whole area over here, and we can't draw outside of city limits yet. So it's gonna really be this whole area, all four of these clover leaves. He was a very big contributor to this design as well, but didn't stay in the city on the city council long enough to see it come to fruition there. So, but he was a big designer in this, and he approved the traffic plan and stuff like that. So he's been a big part of this city. But now we've got new people coming in, building brand new, awesome, high traffic capacity off ramps here. Just monstrosities. I've never seen this in real life. I don't even know if they exist. Also, if you notice, this thing's set up to be more like this system, right? Where it all comes down in here and then goes out the backside. But that's not like this leaf system. But it can serve both, okay? Because all you have to do is cut off this piece right here and cut off this other piece and just have the main drag come right up in there. The main exit. So I could technically, and eventually probably will have to put that sucker in over here too, because I'm sure the traffic will become too high. Before I make this side of the city, I'm going to do that. So yes, the pollution does go away. That's kind of cool. I like that it does that. But I think the way we have this set up is a pretty good setup. We could have it flowing all back and flow back in. That might be actually a good idea. We got some backup right here. Major traffic issues because of this, because of the cargo train here. Interesting. Industrial City's having some issues with traffic. It's not really issues, though. I mean, look at this traffic. It's pretty sane. Pretty nutso. Pretty nice. Another thing we could do is have a connection off here to the freeway. We probably will do that. And then an off-ramp to get into here. That could be really nice. Relieve some of the traffic off of the only way to get in off the freeway, which is right here. That will also be nice. We could actually do that here as well, right into there. But then that's to go across. Anyway, let's just work on this. We've been yakking our jaw enough. I've been yakking my jaw. So, we're going to bring the main drag down here. But we're going to have this one tree line. This is going to be a really nice upgraded industrial area here. We want straight lines. Thank you very much. It's going to come in pretty deep. That's what she said. How deep is this one? That's what, again, she said. I like that joke. You don't like it too bad. I don't know. It's about 5, I'd say. It's, how many city blocks is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 6 city blocks? 1, 2, and then again, that actually counts for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that'll get us right up against that train station. That's what I want to do. I want to get this thing right up against that train line. So there's the in. Now we're going to hook it up with the out. And we go over, how many of these do we go over? Let's start building here. 1, 2, 3. Pretty much it's 4. 4 across. So we'll do 4 across, but we're going to go parallel with this train line right here. So how many? 1, 2. Oh, nope. Who built that? Who's responsible? I'm going to take that out of your paycheck. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's approximately good. It's not exact, but we will deal with that in a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Doesn't seem to be the same, but I think it is. We're going to have a lot of extra over here. Maybe we can make another smaller one right here, a little piece of industry right there. We won't need such a big off-ramp because it won't be such a heavy piece of industry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to here. Let's just make it a straight line with the train here. We might be able to fit that right in there. That'd be sweet. And then what we're going to do is draw in these other pieces before we get too far into this. So 3 down in, we're going to make, right? How many did we do here? So if we do this, 1, 2, 3. So let's start drawing the other pieces off. Well, we don't need to. First, we need to connect these pieces. Before we start drawing other things, let's connect these. How far? Space already occupied. How far down do we have to go? Jeez. That's pretty far. That's going to make a light, isn't it? It shouldn't. It's not going to make a light. It is not. And it comes down to about the middle. About the middle. But again, we don't know where that is yet. So let's build these offshoots right here, and then we'll build in the other piece. So if we build in this, again, these are going to be all really nice treed-in areas here. But we also want it to fill in this, right? So I think it's going to be right there. Yeah, we'll build this out a little bit, because we're probably going to end up destroying it. How wide is it? 4? It seems really wide, but okay. So there's that direction. We're going to do another one off this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. There, that's 1. So we can pretty much know where it's going to connect now, because 2 is here, right? And 3 is here, which we'll just do a little marker. There, that's the 3. So why don't we take this out a tiny bit, so we have a marker, and then we can destroy this. There we go. Shouldn't get in the way now. Now, what I want to do is we'll destroy this, and I'm going to draw in, and we might have to destroy that one too. I'm going to draw in my main drag here with trees. Nice tree-lined main drag right down into here. Except it's not working because the space is already occupied. So what we're going to do is we're going to destroy that piece, but then we can't reconnect to it. Let's draw this out a little bit. Maybe we can connect to it. What are you doing? There we go. Now let's try to destroy this little piece. There we go. I should be able to connect this and this. That looks pretty much right on the money. It's going to be too short to connect up to there, but watch how I do this. So there, that's going to turn back for us. That's a really nice amount of space. And then I'm just going to do this, make this all tree-lined as well. Make this nice and pretty. There we go. It takes the trees off because it's going uphill. That's fine. Alright, let's do the same thing to this side. Let's go off a little bit here. We're going the wrong direction. We don't care. Hold on a second here. Got something to do. Alright, so, okay, we're good on time. So then, destroy this piece. Destroy all this. And I think we don't need to destroy that. And we're going to come straight off of... Wait, that? I guess that works. It should give me the same exact thing on this side. That's pretty. It's not exactly the same. See how it's a little bit off? I really want that to be the same. Like, really bad. But it won't because of the way this system works, okay? It's offset a little bit, so it's never going to be exactly perfect. It's actually built to design that way, because actually it should come to here. This piece should actually come to here if you want to make it symmetrical. So it is the way it is, and it's fine. We don't care. Let's do this. Let's do more of this destruction, and we'll just build this part again. Then we're back in business. We got to change this because it's the wrong direction. There we go. This one is probably also the wrong direction. There. Okay, so now we have our basic setup. But we probably don't want... Will that make another light? I don't think it will. Let's look. This should be 2-lane. No, it'll be one-way exiting, right? Oh, now it won't work. That's weird. Let's see what will work. That'll work, but I don't think it's correct. I really want it right off of there. Now it won't do it. Well, let's build these. Let's build it the other direction here. This is gonna be really weird. How are we gonna get this to match? Nope. A little bit up. Good. Wondering if we can put another set of streets in there, though. Yeah, it's gonna overlap. I don't like that. So that's good. But do we want to make it run out like that? 4 spots and just kind of run a diagonal one up there? I think that would be good. Let's do it like that. We'll put another one here, and then we're going to correct all these streets, because I know the way we have it set up over here is not like it is already over here. So let's do this. That's way too far out. I think we just built this too big. Again, we don't care. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be nice. Let's go out 4. And build that sucker in, and then we're going to do the same thing over here. So now, does this work? Why is it curved? Why are you doing that? Why would it do that? Because it's an angle? Maybe we should pull it off of here. It would be better kind of off of here. Nope. So now it doesn't want to turn. Okay. I don't get you sometimes. Cities Skylines? That doesn't work at all for me. That doesn't either. Okay, well, let's build in a curve. Actually, we can do this. We want a straight line. We're going to pull this away a little bit, and then we'll pull it off of this. I think off. Yeah, see that? One more. Well, let's pull up this connection first. I want to make sure it connects to this. Nice treed street here. We're just going to pull it straight up there. And we're going to keep going straight until it's that, really. There we go. So it's probably going to be a little bit... Well, maybe not. Seems a little bit smaller than Industry City. We might be able to expand this a little bit. It really does seem a lot smaller. Doesn't seem as wide. Look at that. Maybe it's just because it's at an angle. Well, let's keep building. Let's just keep building because I like to. I like to keep building. So we're going to destroy this because I'm going to go straight up now and turn. We already have everything kind of laid out how we need it. So we're going to come up to here. Right? Then we're going to turn in. And we got this side pretty much handled. Just a couple of these. The thing is, though, they can't use the entranceway. So what we're going to do, we're going to make this a 4-laner. Or 6-lane. We're going to make the 6-lane right here. Actually, I'd rather make it right there. So we're going to do this. We're going to pull the 6-lane off of here. That's not good. Because remember, you want arteries. So we want a big artery right here. Especially since our cargo thing is going to be down there, right? That's not good enough. There we go. So the artery comes up to... Does it come all the way through? How do we do it on this side? It doesn't. It splits off again. Okay, so... It comes up here, and it's going to split, right? So we don't need it to go all the way. There we go. We only need it to go... See, this seems too narrow now. Why do I need it to split? I'm going to add one more thing to this. This is too narrow. I'm going to add one more. There we go. So let's add one more block to this. That seems better to me. That seems like I can actually use this extra space I'm putting in. We're going to pretty much spend the whole time just drawing this thing out, I have a feeling. Again, we don't care. Let's pause. We just destroyed power lines. We just really don't give a crap. Let's go around. Space target, what? Fine, do it like that. I don't care. Go over and into there. Now we can do this. We don't want to destroy too much of that because that's probably how we're going to be supplying all this stuff. There we go. Alright, back to roads. And we can turn this back on. Okay. Now I can do this guy. He's going to be coming right up the center. That's not close enough. There we go. But he's only going to come up to here. And then we're going to split off this direction, right? Might as well just do it like this. Because we're going to feed the rest of this. And I think that looks probably pretty good. Because we're not going to have... Let's see. Because that is not a light. So actually we can do this. Well, let's draw this up again first, like we did last time. Let's make sure we do this right. And then come into here. So now we know exactly where the split is. We gotta turn it. This is kind of a funky district, but that's actually kind of cool. I haven't had any of these yet, so I kind of really am looking forward to this kind of stuff. But we should probably just even it out with that guy. Let's do it parallel. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna draw off this guy. We're going to draw some parallel lines off of this dude. We're going to need a parallel... We're going to need a line off this. Right, straight into here. And then we're going to do something straight off of this guy, but this direction. Like that. Probably to there. We're going to need another one in here. Wow, that's really bad. Maybe we'll do it the other direction. Let's pull off of this. Let's do a perpendicular off this guy. And we'll draw some of it that way, which we don't need to do really. We'll be fine. I think we'll just draw it off this direction. There we go. Let's do another one. Well, we can probably fill that in, so let's destroy this. I think we're good. I think that's going to be good. So now let's get back to 6 lane. And let's draw it up here. See, we got a lot of extra connection in here, and we'll probably just draw it that way as well. We can do a curve. I don't want a curve. That's going to kind of screw it up a little bit. Could do it to there and then across. It seems like we're just going to kind of be wasting space over here. Because look at all that extra space over there. We're going to do another line off this, though. Why don't we do it like that? We could do that. But then we've got a lot of crap going on in here. Let's do it to there. Let's see. Let's just do it to that. Yep, I like that. I like that. Just in case you want to go all the way around or something like that. Okay, let's get back to this. These are going to be coming out this direction. So let's just connect this, though. We want one in here, too. But we want it to be parallel with this guy, and it's going to kind of overwrite some stuff, but that's okay. We also want this to be 2-lane. But that's going to make a light, so why don't we take it off this side? Well, we can just have some space there. It's not that big of a deal. It seems like a waste, though. We could have it off this. Nope, there's a light right here already, right? Yes. So we don't want the light right there. Let's do it like this. Seems like it's gonna... Watch, let's see. Yeah, it just kind of screws everything up. Doesn't really help us. Let's just do it like that. Alright, that's good. So we're gonna switch the direction of this. It's going the wrong way. Huh? Yeah, it's going the wrong way, isn't it? There. That's what I just did. And we don't need this, because we're going to draw a line off of here. Probably a one-way, because that'll be connecting, but that'll make a light there, and we're going to have a massive light right there, so I don't want a light right there. So let's make this a two-laner up to, like, that. Well, let's do it like this. And then we'll go off this direction. See, that's just going to screw everything up, though. Let's just do a little bit more. There we go. That looks decent. Kind of. So how does this one work now? Now we got to split it off the other direction, don't we? We got to make this come down this way now. So we'll just draw it right in the middle. One way, right off of this guy. Just split this. That's it. That's it. We're done. Now all we have to do is change the direction. Change direction of this to there, and change the direction of that, which is already going that way. This does create a light right here. You can see I just created a light, but that's okay. That's enough space between lights. Also, I want to hook up another one of these cargo things, but let's wait. Okay, I've got enough of this built now that I think we're good. They've got an out. They've got ins and outs. We should be good to set up some of our industry here now. So let's set some industry. Actually, I want to make a cargo thing first. Another one. For this, I might need to pause because I'm going to mess everything up. See how it... Oh, I didn't leave enough space. Space already occupied. You know what? We're going to redraw the train. We'll watch this. We'll do this. We're going to redraw this so the train line works with what we are putting in right here. I want it kind of right in the middle. I don't know if this train line is going to be able to actually hold all these trains, but we'll see. Train line. It's going to be a big pileup right here. I think there's going to be a big pileup right here, so we might have to actually move this train a little bit. But there could be train traffic right here, I think. There we go. Now we have enough for two. That's so cool. Turn it back on. And it falls onto the other track, just perfect like that. Let's zone this sucker. We don't have any services yet, but we don't care. This will be destroyed, we don't care again. Let's just get all this back stuff in. It probably won't be changing. And then we're going to put some services in. Why don't we do that right now? Let's get some cops, or fire. Let's get fire department here. Let's make sure it covers everything. It does. Oh my god, it covers everything. And we'll get some cops. Boom. Got everything now, man. Garbage is probably fine. Let's watch it build now. And we're getting a lot of upgrades over here because we just put in another train depot. We can probably put another train depot in here, but I don't know if this place could carry that much traffic. So we should have trucks coming out of this because the train depot is set up and working. That's kind of neat, back-to-back train depots, isn't it? Double train depots. That's pretty sweet. Wonder if I should connect... Oh, we don't have power to this, do we? Okay, stop. We don't have power. Let's look at power here. Oh, we do. We have power coming in that side, but we don't have power over here, and we don't have water. Let's do power off this direction, maybe. Because... I'm not really using this yet. Let's go over to here, and we'll just kind of go over to here. There we go. Now, water, we didn't do any water, actually. Let's just extend our water line. I want it in a straight line. What are you doing? Snap in. Snap. Snap. Oh, snap. We're almost out of time. Let's hurry up and get the sucker going, because I want to get done with this episode. I don't like going over. I feel like I just waste more episodes, you know? There we go. Nice, big, huge tracts of land. Alright. You know what that's from, you're awesome. Oh, this is going to extend way out here. Why don't we do that? I don't know why we'd stop. There we go. Because I do have plans to extend this all the way. Okay, well that's a little bit over that, but it's not too bad. There we go. Alright, we have water. Well, that side has water. Let's check on this side. We might have to put some more water things in from this, but that's okay. It's not, I don't really mind. Alright, everybody has water, everybody has power. Let's watch. There we go. So, we should get some traffic coming out of here. Are you unloading trucks yet? We got another train depot. Unload, buddy. Buddy. We don't need as much industrial now because we have a lot of zoning for industrial. They're gonna get stuck. I have this feeling. Let's start putting in more over here, I think. There we go. There, a whole nother spot for you guys to build. Probably could destroy this. Why don't we destroy this road? It's kind of pointless. Alright, looking good over here. Industry demand falling through the floor. That is great. Now, I'm not going to connect these two because I think that's just going to create more traffic issues. I didn't really plan for extra traffic on either of these systems, so putting extra traffic here is really not a good idea. Let's bump this up because we're running out of money. We're under 500,000 now, right? But I want to see this thing build. Let's pump it up to like super fast. I want to see this cargo place unload some trains here. What are you doing? Why don't you just unload in this one? Are you dumb? You are dumb. There we go. We just unloaded a train. Now they can go all the way around. What is this? Oh, yeah. I don't need this anymore, actually. Oops. We don't need that. So this is looking pretty sweet. Have to say. People are loving it. The new industrial area. I'm not even sure what I'm going to call this. Let's districtize this. We're going to districtize this thing. And it's probably going to go all the way over here. We'll fix that later. Sweet. And we push back that side. We don't want that. There we go. Let's make that just perfect. I don't know what we're going to call this. Why don't you put in the video description what we're going to call this thing? For once, guys. Do your job. You got one job. Alright? Traffic. Non-existent. Sweet. We're going to have to fix these. Probably make these like 2-laners or something. But there's no way to get out because this is a one-way. So I don't know what we're going to do. But that's going to do it for episode 22, the new industrial area and redistricting and stuff like that. People are dying over here. That's not good. Pick up the dead people. What are you doing? Is there a problem with dead people here? Dead peoples. Capacity, not too bad. Maybe this one's at capacity, though. Let's look. It's about half. It's because there are too many hearses and not enough people to pick them up. And let's slow this down a little bit. Let's look at hearses. I just think there needs to be more hearses. There's people dying over here, too. What is going on? Is there a plague? A dead person's waiting for train. Why all of a sudden? It must be one of the patches they did. Seems like we have a lot more dead people now. We have less people, and we have more dead people. Interesting. So we need another cemetery, I guess. Let's just add a couple cemeteries in here. We can add one back here, but it won't service this whole area because it has to be on the inflow, doesn't it? Let's look. Cemetery. We really need crematorium. Modern way to process the departed, blah, blah, blah. Patient capacity. Doesn't say how many hearses they do, though. Noise pollution, blah, blah, blah. Pollution. Let's just put these in for now. What does this do? Does it cover this area down here? Does this cover the area? I think this does. I think we should put it right here. This is a one-way, though. We should make this a two-way. That's what we'll do. We're going to do it there, and then we're going to make this a two-way. So let's change the road here to a two-way. No. Two-way with trees, not one-way. There we go. Now, we should be able to pick up all these dead people. Send out the hearses, buddy. There we go. Picking up dead bodies. They can only do one at a time. That's the biggest problem they have. How are we having so many dead people all over the place? Hearses picking up the dead people. Works for me, man. There's another hearse. Maybe we should just make another one, like, right here. We'll have, like, double... That's funny. This will be called Cemetery Alley. There. More cemeteries for you. Cemetery Alley in action right there. Okay, people are loving that we added more hearses. How are they... Pick people up! What's the problem here? Are they not picking up people? There we go. Clear those dead bodies, buddy. Clear out the dead people. Alright, so that's going to do it for episode 32. A little bit over. Had to make more hearses because there were too many dead people. I'd never known 4 cemeteries in a town with only 15,000 people. Wow! Our money is dying. Weird. That is so weird. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, so anyway, episode 32. See you guys next time. Stay frosty.